to take you on a quick tour of my Schoology classroom. I've set it up so it's super easy for students to interact with. Every time they come on, they automatically see my agenda, which I'm able to just keep updating through Google Docs. I actually am also able to keep my hot links active. I can just click and it'll actually take them to the link. So if you're someone who tends to post work through agendas or hot links or things like that, you can actually have it set up that students can easily view it and know what's happening that day and some upcoming announcements every time they open the page. I also have everything kind of nested into folders by unit because that's what made sense to me. I also have a lot of color coding just because it makes me happy when I open my page. But within each folder, you can actually easily drop down and see all of the different types of things I have in each of my folders. So within this first folder, that's always the first always up there first. There's all the basic information students might need to know that's maybe course related, but not unit related. So I have quick access to my syllabus, my retake, reassessment policy, the Zen room from last year. Just I enjoyed it, so I put it in there. And then some of those other general help things about my course. And then by each unit, I always keep the most recent unit that we're working in the very next one. So when students come in, it's only the second folder down, really easy for them to get to. And I'm able to post again and incorporate a lot of different aspects of what I used to do in Google Classroom into Schoology now. So I'm able to make assignments where it'll actually copy for each student to turn in. I'm able to post things to a Padlet. What's nice is I can get multiple layers of organization that I couldn't do in Google Classroom anymore. So it looks a little cleaner for students. For instance, my agenda always seemed to get lost because within all the other posts. So now it's always staying at the top. I can run my formatives and quizzes through here. So they always have access. If you allow your students to relook at old quizzes and such, they'll always have access to those. What's cool is when you click into the folder, you can actually have something set up to view right away. So students don't actually have to click anywhere to do something. So for instance, if they click in here, we've been working on Tasmanian Devils, and they can actually interact with a Padlet straight through Schoology instead of having to leave and go to a second tab and everything like that. So if I want them to be able to interact with something, they don't actually have to leave. They don't have to switch from tab to tab. They can just look at the Padlet and go on to whatever else they need to do. So that is really cool, I think. For a teacher, like running things, like trying to run my course easier, it's really nice because up in this top corner, I constantly have a reminder of things I need to grade. As you can see, there's a few things left for me to still do. This actually syncs to Hack. So I used to have to go through and transfer all of my grades from Google Classroom to Hack or TAC, whatever we want to call it, and kind of like constantly do that switch over. Now I don't have to. I can actually just go in and upload grades with a click of a button, and then all those grades publish straight to the grading system instead of having to do that by hand. What's great is as much as my students still might say they don't like it from time to time, it's getting to the point that they also give each other a hard time when they don't know where to find something. So just this last quiz I gave, I had a student ask me where to find it, and at least half the class was saying, it's in the folder. It's always in the folder. Just go to the folder. So even though it will be a transition for all of us, even students are kind of getting behind the program as long as the consistency and organization is there for them to follow. So I hope this is helpful. I hope it gives you ideas for today, and good luck.